Okay, so a slight different video. I'm going to review every keg I've ever reviewed on the channel, and I'm just going to do that because I'm going to send a batch of them back. So if you're a new subscriber or you want to go back on the last 2-3 years, everything's in boxes, and what you'll see is we'll build a triangle up to what you see on the cover picture for the video. So I'll just run through as we just pick them up, I guess. Camden Lager top, lemon lager. I think I picked it up because it was really cheap. Not a great beer. 3.4%. If you just want something to throw on at a party or an event and you don't want to spend a lot of money, that's probably your go-to. It has to be Bud Light. Next one, Ghost Ship. Also got that cheap. I got that £15 on Facebook. It was about 3 miles away where I collected it. I don't actually mind Citrus Pale Ale. I think that was fairly solid, especially for the money, so I'm going to get £5 back on these. So both these two kegs, less than £1 a pint. I would say Ghost Ship beats Camden Lager Top. The reason they are dusty and horrible, if that picks up on the camera, they've been in the loft, some of them for 2 or 3 years. Corona, so I think I've just recently reviewed that one. I've got the light version to review next. I don't on the go for supermarket beers, but again that were on offer, £45 for 2 kegs, and then it came in 2 glasses. So basically, if there's a good deal, I'll pick it up. A lot of them were 4 for £100 that we'll be going through. We'll try rate them on what the best keg was. So there's a Leffy Blonde here. In fact, we'll be able to see 0924, so over a year ago, had 15% off, but I think this were from a shop up in Washington, 4 for £100. Camden IPA, I'm pretty much sure that was in the 4 for £100 as well. So that's 2 Camdens that we've seen so far. So Northern Monk, a Little Faith. Faith, one of my favourite go-to can beers. What went wrong was one of these kegs were completely flat, and they just said, you know, as a goodwill gesture, any keg you want on the website, give it a whirl. I think it's about £40. It was nice. It's only 4%, so I don't know. I can't remember at the time, but I think you just as well getting it in a can. If you can get it in a can at a similar price. It was just that was a replacement, so I thought I'd try it. What else have we got? All I'm doing is the boxes they've come in, I've kept so I can send them back. So Lowenbrau, Munich, so that was March 24. So just for some sort of scale, we're currently September 2025. That must have been left over from Oktoberfest, I would say. It might have been an Oktoberfest beer in 2023 that I reviewed. All these that I'm going through, they're all on the channel. A lot of them, they still sell, a lot of them. Leffy Summer, so that's a seasonal one, that was 2024, that one. I believe I reviewed this twice, but we'll see if I've got another keg of it. So far, Leffy Summer was my favourite. Camden Pale, so that's the 3rd Camden one I've had. I think I was one of the first people to review this. It's still got all the chocolate bits that they used to deliver, like chocolate hazelnuts and sweets. Triple Carmen, so go careful with this one because that is a very strong one. Reviewed 0823 is the expiry date, so 2.5 years ago, probably one of my first reviews, this one. This is the main reason why I got the beer machine, was for Abbey beers, so that's 8%. If I'm not saying I'm right, you probably guess what it are. You can see from the artwork, hopefully there's enough lighting and there's not a lot of echoing going on. That was a Tenants. I believe that was about £20 as well. or 323 surf. Oh, you know, that might have been 2022, that might be 3 years ago when I reviewed that. I think I got a bit of stick on the days as well. There's another pale ale there, 0923. So that's the second from Camden. I can't actually remember drinking this one. So it's a seasonal edition, Leffe de Printemps, expired 11/23, so what, 2.5 years ago I reviewed this one. I think I had high hopes because I had the summer and summer was really good. And I went to this one and I think it was just under summer. I think, or it could have been the other way around. So just for reference, they're all perfect draft boxes, they're all on boxes. All I'm doing is pulling them out. So it's another lager top. I think it was 3 lager tops for £45. One of them lager tops were replaced with the Northern Monk. There's a Dupler that was recently on the channel. And there's still a bit of liquor in there. I'm not really sure how to get rid of it. There's loads of mould in there. But Leffe Prestige 1240. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 kegs there so far. Let's go see what was in the machine last. So it was a Go Ship that was in the machine last. So if I've reviewed it once, I don't review it again. For obvious reasons, it's the same beer, isn't it? Unless they mess around with the recipes. So I had it in 0724, that one went out, and this one went out 0725, a year apart. I think, what, same design is it? It's a bit bigger on this label actually, a bit of a bigger label. Yeah. I'll go through them worst to best. And there's probably no surprises that the sorry, I've got hay fever at the moment, so if I'm crying, I'm not crying. Lager top, probably the worst of the bunch, but under £1 a pint. I probably would buy it again at that, just to throw on at a New Year's Eve party or something like that. So yeah, bottom of the pile, lager top. Next up, why don't we just do all of these Camden ones? IPA, pale. So I'd say pale was worse than pale was better than Indian Pale Ale. Go back and see both reviews if you want. Everything's on the channel listed under Perfect Draft Reviews. I quite liked that one, even though I had an absolute nightmare with the machine. It was just so fizzy, and obviously it was covered in chocolate at the time. I had a mare. That one for £25. Obviously £5 back is £20, 10 pints, £2 a pint. I wouldn't say no to £2 a pint, just I want to explore beers that you can't get in supermarkets. And Camden are obviously, they're in a lot of supermarkets in little 330ml. So let's do a stack of 4 there. You can't see that because it's out of shot, but you'll see the thumbnail. The thumbnail is what I was after. So pale, I'll put that on top again. And then we've got Go Ship, also just average. If you can get it at a good price, get it at a good price. Citrus Pale Ale, kind of like a light beer. Similar sort of thing to Shipyard. If you ever go to Wetherspoons, it's about £3 a pint in there. So you judge yourself. Do you want to go to a pub, have that experience, £3, fairly fresh, cold? Do you want to have it at home, £2.50? For me, I'd rather go to the pub and have it for £3 if you can get it. It's the same sort of stuff. Next up, we'll go with Tenants. I got stick for saying it wasn't great, just average. I mean, I think I've sent a lot of these back, so it's like I'm going to get grilled again, but like a Scottish Budweiser, sort of cheap lager beer from Scotland. There's not much more from Scotland. I haven't reviewed anything from Brewdog. They're getting lots of bad press at the moment. And unless they're on good deals with nice glasses, I probably won't be getting it. So we'll stick that. We'll make an extra line. Stick that there. Corona next. So that's your next supermarket beer. And just because you can get it in the supermarket, do you get the added value of having it out of a pump for the extra money? Personally, I think a bottle does just as good a job, just as cold, nice in summer. If you're out of this in cans, this gets the edge. But again, for the money, if you can get that at bottle price, slightly above bottle price, go for this. If not, get the supermarkets up. Now, where the machine starts to get interesting, the rest of the beers which are left. The reason I actually got the machine. So we'll start with Dupla. Not seen that before. That is, for all intent and purposes that I know, not sure where else you can get that if you're not in a dedicated bottle shop. I haven't seen that anywhere in a supermarket, only on Perfect Draft or in bottle shops, like a local bottle shop. It's Belgian Pils, so it's just like a Belgian lager. And it beats everything that we've said so far. So it goes on tier 3, should we call it? No, I'm going to have a balancing act. And then after that I would say well, kind of controversial. Let's put I've changed my mind. No, I've changed my mind again. This would be next in my opinion. I know I bought it for this reason. 8.5% Prestige 1240. It's about 45 to 48 pounds a keg. It's very expensive. It's £4 a pint sort of thing, late threes. I just didn't think it had that edge, and I don't know if it's because it were an open keg when I got it. For me that doesn't cut the mustard for the price. You're better off waiting for we're going to have it. You're better off waiting for something seasonal, I think. I'm not sure how these people are doing this at Christmas time where they do a full tree. I'd say next up was some sort of toss up between these two. So Lowenbrau, very, very good lager. I think that's the best lager I've had on this machine. And Hazy Session Ale from Northern Monk. I'm a sucker for a hazy ale, which is why that is highly regarded. But also a nice Cliffs lager with a big head. It's also very good. I'd say this one and then this one's slightly higher. And this is where my tree's going to fall down. Oh. Leffy, blonde Leffy. It is a supermarket beer. You can get it in Lidl, Aldi, Sainsbury's, Morrison's, Tesco's, The lot, all of them, as they all do $3.50 a bottle sort of thing for a nice bottle, foil wrap. I can't remember if they're corks now or if you get a bottle top. They're probably value engineering, to be fair. They went from 6.6% this one to 6% now. 6% in the supermarket. Wouldn't surprise me if it was a pop top. But 6.6%, it was very good. It got me into drinking Belgian ales along with the ones that were on the Krups machine, the Saint Foulion and the other stuff, which is now on this machine, so it'd be good to get some of them in. So I'm going to get rid of some of these. I'll be able to get a Saint Foulion. I think next would be this Leffy. Here's a memory of this one, but I just love Leffy seasonal reviews, seasonal beers, and that summer was really good. I haven't tried the winter because I'm not a fan of ruby beers, but maybe I should give that a whirl this year. So I have run out of space on the top of my tree. I wonder if we can go 3 high. It leaves 2 beers. Leffy Summer from 2 years ago, which I think was better than Leffy Summer this year, and Triple Carmen covered in insulation from the loft. I think I really enjoyed this one. This one, obviously it's drinking summer, is light. I think flavour wise, the strong beer, the strong Belgian ale gets it for me. That is what I'm going to go with. I'm going to stick, did I just, so I've done a mistake earlier as well. Go ship, I was saying I don't know design. Yeah, I think I've just flipped the keg around the wrong way. So it looks like I'm going to have to spin some more around, but you get the idea. We have a champion, it's Triple Caramel. It's all in German, I'm going to read it to you. You want to go watch the review, you can watch the review. You want to find more beer reviews like this, obviously I've done a stack of them, 20-30 reviews. I don't even know if I'm in this video. Hopefully the sound's okay because I've not got my microphone. Yeah, I was just reading, there's no blurb. There's blurbs on all the cans I'm doing, all the bottles. It's a shame that I can't get some sort of backup from this without looking at my phone, which I didn't want to do. I just wanted to come in and review everything. But yeah, I will organise this so the tower will look slightly different on the thumbnail. This is your winner out of the beers that are here. It'd be interesting to see, have you had that? Is that still a beer? What do you think of this? And how would you rate these? You put the Camdens at the bottom, the Ghost Ships and the Tenants and the Corona, and the more, the Belgian beers, the Leffys, there's 4 Leffys there, and Northern Monk, and Triple Carmen. And I think next time I'm going to get some IPAs, Vocation, Life and Death, if that's still a thing. I haven't looked at the website for ages. Like, I go in the shop now, 4 for £100, what's on the list, what haven't I had, pick them 4, or I'll get duplicates if not. I'll review 1 or 2 if I've not done it before, I'll enjoy the rest. But yeah, thank you for subscribing. I'm on about 80 subscribers now. If we can get it to 100 before Christmas, that'd be lovely. And then we can just keep reviewing some of this good stuff. So thanks if you're new, thanks if you've been around for 3 years, and if I can find something else to review other than these Pokemon cards which are not doing well, cans which are not doing well, I will do. Cheers for the video, like, subscribe, share.